going live.
Yeah, I see. Aloha. This is the Resolve and Succeed Mastermind, May 13th, 2016. Uh, it's a beautiful
Friday,
day,
May
and
13th.
I thought what we do today is what's that? Friday? Yes,
I said it's Friday the
Friday
13th.
the 13th. Oh, glorious. Yeah. So what I thought I'd do, there's been a lot of change in my direction in marketing over the past week. A lot of things happened, technical wise. But what I'd like to do is share some of the things that, and you share as well, perhaps some training that you've um, gone to in this past week, and any highlights or things that you think would be of value for people here in the mastermind. Any tools, resources, any discoveries that you've made, um, strategies of what you're doing now, and what does that look like going into the future. So why don't we start with Lucinda? I know that you're working on your recipe book, and you dropped us a nice recipe last week. And where are you with that process? And I'm curious, how many like recipes are you looking? What does your book look like? Are you having it like interwoven with stories, or it's just going to be strictly recipes? We
No,
have Renee and Teresa joining us as well. I'm going to go ahead and mute, okay, Lucinda? So you have the mic.
okay. Yes, I have been working on my recipe book, but it's not just recipes. When people have a lot of food sensitivities, they don't understand where to go. And of course, I've been all the way through there, the School of Hard Knocks, and learned to make a lot of recipes by taking what I could eat and buying it and then making these recipes up that, they're like my ancient Ukrainian recipes that I made up last week. But yeah, I'm working a bit on that. I was trying to get when I went into Click Promise today, I found out that we have to redo everything for the project breakthrough. It asked me to completely that we had to cancel everything out and start again as far as what's in the what we're working with. We had to cancel out all the old stuff, and so now I'm finding that my tax information is all missing, and yet I had not only done it, I had phoned them and confirmed it was done. So still very slow on that. I looked a bit at the one that Rory put on through Lionel. It looks kind of interesting. I just found I was too tired to watch the rest of it. So haven't been doing too much on that. I'm mainly working on now, it's a thing called EMDR, also known as PTSD, which is when you get too stressed out, you can't function anymore. And I've been working on this for quite some time because a lot of people, besides myself, have gotten stuck to the point where you just can't function. You just can't. You look at it and it doesn't work anymore. This EMDR is mostly eye movements, and it seems to be working pretty well. I had done a short, a 1-minute video last spring that Vic had asked us to do, and it didn't come out really good, but I didn't have any time. And he was asking us at that time something that we wanted to present as something to work on with other people in it. And 1 minute isn't long enough to do that, but I had left it, and now all of a sudden I'm finding that there's all this information that, this is all new to me. I didn't know anything about this. I just knew that there's what they call Gulf War syndrome, and you don't have to have been in the war. It just your life seems like it's in the war. But Anyway, so I'm also working on that because my mind is starting to clear up now. I didn't realize for quite a while. I knew it was not working properly, but I didn't realize to what extent. And like I've been in two accidents, and never mind everything else that's going on. It makes it really, really impossible to function for a while. But I'm not giving up. I'm just simply starting learning another book to write. Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean that's wonderful. Taking that opportunity and extracting. Oh, you've got another book to write,
Right.
and no, that's wonderful. Now, I'm curious about what you were said at the very beginning of your little presentation here about starting all over in Click Promise. Now, this is news to me and maybe to others as well. Can
Well,
you
I guess
clarify what they're asking
yeah,
us to do there?
I worded it wrong. What it's saying is, what do you call it? All the information that is being stored. Um, I'm trying to think of the word. I know it really well, but it
I
isn't
see.
coming to
Maybe
me.
like make like profile data, billing data.
Yeah, well, all the information that the computer is keeping track of, like when you put in Quick Promise or whatever it is, and it comes up with that information, and then it has stored a bunch of information of what searchings you had done. And so
Uh-huh.
they said there that we need to completely cancel all that old stuff out.
So if we go to affiliate.clickpromise.com and we try to log in, or when we log in, we'll have some type of prompt telling us what's happening there. Is that what happened to you? Is
Well,
there a
that
notification?
happened to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it just simply said that I had to clear up
Okay.
all that information in there. And, it's just the usual, how you sometimes can't get your system to work, and it's because of all the data in there, and you have to clear your cache.
Yes, yes, yes,
Well, it's
yes.
that. I guess it's to do with all the new information to do with Project Breakthrough. And I was just about to put some stuff out, and I thought I better go and check because they may have changed the link. And so I was just working on that. I don't know what happened to my tax forms. So anyway, there seems to be a lot of changes in there that, you know, um, I guess this is just going to be part of this is complete changes all the time. I've decided I will continue on with the Project Breakthrough, but I'm definitely going into these other things as well.
Yeah, I think I'm glad you said that because what I was thinking about, somewhat of a theme for this hangout, was uh, adaptation and flexibility. Adjusting accordingly to what's being presented to us on a daily basis, right? I, I, I had to shift course as well, and I'll be sharing my direction and what I'm seeing for myself. But that's wonderful, Lucinda. Thank you.
Yeah, I love the word that you put is there, shifting courses.
Yeah, yeah,
It really
yeah.
explains it really well.
Thank you. Sharon, oh, welcome, Teresa.
Mhm.
So Sharon, trainings, resources, ideas, strategies. What's happening for you, and what can you share with us today?
Well, I've been working on my book, as you all know, and I've been working with Teresa on improving my cover of my book. So that's been interesting, and I really like the results of what's happened with it. Um, she being a professional and doing graphics and stuff like that. Brought it to my attention that the actual title of my book was real fuzzy because of the font that I used in Fiverr. And so I went back to Fiverr and asked him, "Good morning, Renee."
Morning.
Um, I asked, what font it was, and we didn't have access to that, and it really wasn't a good font anyway, so we were on a search. So she changed the font for the actual title, mindset, and marketing, and then she did the circle and she did the drop shadow for me, and so I was really pleased with that. In doing my research for the graphics and stuff that I came across, I had mentioned to Garen earlier that I had used a site called 123RF, and that's where I got the graphics. And when you go in there, it shows initially that you have to buy this big package, and I didn't want to do that. So I called them, and they told me that how I could just purchase 10 credits for $13. And so each one of the pictures that I put in was 1 credit is all. So it was really cheap. So it cost me, just a little over $1 a picture. And so I've got all of the pictures in there except the one with the kitten with the tiger reflection. I cannot find the owner of that picture. So I contacted
It's 9 o'clock.
my granddaughter yesterday because she's an artist and she's going to do a sketch for me. And so I will have original artwork from her, I think, in my book. So
Wow, how awesome is that?
yeah,
That's cool.
I think she's going to be able to do it. We'll see what happens. But I decided, even though I love that picture so much, I'm really skeptical to send it out for shout outs or anything other than the people I've sent it to just to review because, excuse me, I don't want to get myself in trouble. So I'm just going to leave the quote there and take the picture out for now until I can replace it with something. So made that decision, excuse me, which I think business-wise is a good one because I've had really good response from the book, and from several people now, they have made the statement, the book really draws you in. And I thought that was interesting that I got that statement from multiple people because it tells me that the book is doing what I wanted it to do, which is really cool. So I've been still going through the Insta opt-in trainings and going back and trying to redo my landing page for it and trying to hook everything up. I also listened to most of that recording that Rory gave us, and that sounds interesting. I again got tired and I was like, I can't finish this. I was going to finish watching it today, but that looks like an interesting possibility for whoever wants to jump into that as well. But besides that, I'm doing the Facebook training. I watched the webinar that Aaron had referred us to for digital marketing and purchased that program, which is a program to learn the Facebook training and become certified in it. So you can go out to brick and mortar stores and help them get themselves onto Facebook and help them with their businesses. And as a certified person, I can go in as an authority figure and say, how are you doing? And like put together a program how I can help them promote their businesses better on Facebook and Google and everything. So I just got that program 2 days ago, and I haven't started it yet because I'm trying to finish up this other stuff. But it's been a busy week this week, and so I've had my finger in a few different pies, so to speak. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I had an opportunity to read Sharon's book, and it's fantastic. I'm really happy for her, and the cover is really turning out nicely there, Teresa. And yeah, the customer acquisition specialist certification is definitely something that I'm looking and considering also. And I'll kind of share, you know, my direction, what's happening with me and my ideas around that type of service for offline businesses. But before we get into that, let's go to Teresa. What's happening in your world? Uh,
Hi, good morning. So lots happening in my world. Let's see. Let I'm really excited to share with you guys something. So I have been driving for Uber, and the universe just blesses me with amazing people in my riders, and so synchronistically and so lovely. It's fun. Anyhow, I have this one guy who Universal Studios flew out here from Australia because um, he is a video commentator on YouTube, especially for World of Warcraft and for other videos. Well, this guy took himself from zero to hero. I mean, he on YouTube, evidently he was posting so much on different video games that sponsors started asking him if they could place ads, and he started really making a great deal of money from this, and he's made a whole huge business out of it, and culminating in that Universal Studios is like, we're gonna fly you out here, and he got to go to the premiere of the movie, blah, blah, blah. But here's the fun part. He shared with me several of his secrets for getting up high on Google. So would you guys like to know some of those? Yes.
yes, 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 yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, please,
So,
please.
yeah, right? I'm going to see if I can remember them all. I'm still kind of waking up. So hence, like in my sleep t-shirt and looking so hot this morning. Anyhow, um, so he's, obviously we all know this. Posting often, every day at least, is super important to get your rankings higher. Also, and you may have noticed this, that in the title, um, sometimes you will see not only the title, let's say it's life advice, right? Then afterwards, in parentheses, they may repeat it with something like um, best life advice ever. So he said the repeating of those key words in the parentheses after your title, he goes, yeah, sometimes it doesn't even make sense, but Google likes that. Google posts things higher when that is added in. Plus, oh, here's one that I just remembered. That's a really good one related to that. He said if you decide to put closed caption on your videos, you know, sharing all you know what closed caption is, you guys. Anyways, if you put that on, that ranks it way higher, and it's all those words that are also uh, triggering analytics and algorithms and things like that. So that's another one. He said that he often does, just like 3 to 5 minute videos, but he said for Google, the sweet spot is actually between 12 and 18 minutes, that they like them to be between 12 and 18 minutes, and that's because you can have extra ads. And he said that you can actually control where in your video where those ads are going to be. So there's a little bit of control. Let's see, what else did he tell me? It was just so full of rich information. I was blown away. Um,
Can you explain what you mean by the ads Because I don't know.
Okay, so evidently, so I haven't done this yet, but evidently when, let's say you have a 12 to 18 minute long video, and you're in the settings area, and there's going to be some tool that's going to allow you. Okay, so when you watch a video on YouTube and it's about that long, you'll see a little tiny gold mark on the line of the video, and those are the places where there's ads. Have you ever noticed that ever?
No.
Okay, um, so now when you go to watch one that's a little bit longer, you'll notice those little spots, those gold spots on the line.
So is this ads that you're putting in yourself, or random ads that's coming on, or people are paying for ads on your video?
I think it's both and. I think that that YouTube will randomly assign ads, but I think there is a way that in which if you have a sponsor that there's a way to insert those ads. But I don't know enough yet. I just know that he was saying you can decide approximately where you're going to place the ad. Make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
My
So
sense is I think that has to do with what are called annotations. So
Oh,
when you
yeah.
have your video or you click on one of the icons that is for annotations, and for example, what it'll do is it'll put up a bar at any time you want for any length you want, and you type here if you like this, subscribe here. That's what I'm thinking, that perhaps driving people to certain websites or landing pages. That's what I'm thinking. What you're saying, Teresa. Not quite sure, but it seems
I
like you could
I
do
don't
that
think
with annotations in your videos.
that's something different, I think, and that's awesome. I mean, definitely, I think should take advantage of that. Like, if we wanted someone to subscribe, and you can click a button on the screen of the actual video, but that is something different. This is actual ad placement within the stream of the video, like where it's going to cut off and pop in an ad. So I have to look more closely, and I will be looking more closely. Oh, it looks like Renee might have something to share.
There's a section that you can say monetize your video.
Mm-hmm.
That's where those ads are coming in from, and I've noticed that along the bottom it's kind of like it's clear, but the words, you can read the words. The words are in white, and it just kind of fades in and fades out. And there's like a little X at the end of whatever the ad is, and you can just click on that to close the ad. But I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. But there's an option to monetize your videos. And I think I have said, yeah, I want to monetize some videos, but I haven't monetized any of them yet. But that's where that comes into play.
Okay, great. Thank you. That would make sense to
So
me as well.
I have a question. So would that be like in your video channel when you edit the video? Where are
Yes.
those? Is that where the uh-huh.
Yes.
Is that where
Yeah.
the monetized placement is also, Renee?
I don't remember exactly where it is. I think you can set it up for the channel or for your YouTube account. I don't remember where, because it was a couple of years ago that I had originally done it, even though I haven't used it yet. But then when you upload your video, it asks you on one of those, there's like four 4 pages worth of options that you need to go through when you upload your video. There's one, so in one of those pages, it's all about monetizing if you want to do it or not.
Okay, so there was one last hint that he gave me that, you know, you can decide whether it feels ethical or not for you, but he said that within the gaming industry, people do this all the time, and you know, it just depends on the particular niche you have in industry. He said, but in order to get more people on your channel, you can go to other like-minded channels and see, you know, what people are doing, and then, you know, the people responding to those videos, you can go in and answer, like maybe it's someone big, like let's say John Asseroff for me would be someone really big, and maybe there's people posting questions, but his team doesn't have the time to answer them, right? So you can go in and answer the questions, and you're building those relationships, just like if you were in a forum or other places, and just say, you know, if you want more information, maybe check out my channel. And he said they grab people from each other all the time that way in the video game industry. So, you know, whether that feels okay or not with you, but he did recommend that that's a way to capture more people. So I think that's that. For me, I'm in this interesting place, and I where I'm trying everything I can to pull in financial support. And thank you, Sharon, by the way, for honoring my talents and abilities, and Sharon's helping. So, but it's made me question whether to continue on with HTA. I did purchase another month a few weeks ago, and I'm hanging in there with them, but I'm not so sure that I could continue, and I was thinking maybe it's better for me to bow out and then just buy the monthly amount. I think it's like $90 a month to use the same software that we get in SiteSuite, but it's called something else. I forget the name of it at the moment, but I was thinking maybe going that route. Meanwhile, Rory and I were talking, and Rory has plans for this summer. He had already purchased his ticket to the event, and he was selling it at a discount, and he sold it to me, and yet I'm questioning now because I'm not sure of my ability to actually stay within HTA, and so I'm kind of vacillating between about all of that, and if anybody has any thoughts around that, or wants to share about what they're doing in respect to that, I'm open. But I love what the guys are doing. I think they've gotten a bit overwhelmed, and by the way, so here's the other thing. Sharon shared with Paul and Vic my situation with not getting enough recognition for the clicks that I, you know, was receiving, and Paul and I have been really struggling to try to find a time to meet. So it's in progress though, and he and I are gonna have a Skype conversation soon. So
Good.
yeah, so there's that. So I think mostly that's in relation to, you know, Project Breakthrough. That's what I have to share.
As far as Project Breakthrough and the link, I know I've put my Project Breakthrough stuff on hold until I see what's transpiring, but I would highly recommend waiting at least through June or the early part of June till we see exactly what it is that they've come up with, the entre funnels and all that, because apparently a lot of stuff is going to be opening up at that time. So I would wait if I were you.
Wait to pull out?
To pull out. Yeah,
Okay.
because you want to get a better sense of what's happening, and at this point, it's everything's kind of like in transition as far as I feel like, and
Mhm.
I hate to make big changes in a transition time when the future is not quite so understood.
Right. I just wasn't sure if I could even afford to pay another month, though. That's my issue.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I appreciate what you're saying, and I'm glad for that input. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really tough to make those decisions. I know somebody else who had decided to pull out, and then she regretted pulling out the very
Oh,
next day. So I would just kind of meditate on it
Mhm.
and see what doors open up first before
Yeah.
making a
Okay.
final decision.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
May I say something?
Please.
Hi.
Hi.
I am myself, I have a ticket for the conference, but I don't know if I'm going to go. And I've been doing a lot of questioning, but I do feel that it's worthwhile in there. And I do think they're going to bring some good stuff out. Now, one of the main reasons to try and get the money to keep yourself going for another month is because usually if you're already there, they give you a better deal than if you're not. You'll find that you'll get special offers. So you may end up seeing something you love and you're going to have to pay a lot more for it because you didn't hang in there. Anyway, that's part of your meditation.
Thank you.
Okay, I got to put my mic back on because they're working on the roof again. So if it sounds like a building collapsing, this has been going on for 3 months now.
wow. Garen,
Yes.
I have one more thing I forgot about that I think would be beneficial for the group to know. Um, I can do it
Awesome.
after Renee talks if you want to. Do you want
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I just wanted to share with Teresa in your decision. You said you just paid another month. Just start diving into all of the like the live training and go in there and see what's available and be very selective and dig in there because I think the value, the education that they do have and that they do share and train is really top notch.
Right. I
Um,
do agree.
so
Yeah.
yeah, just extract as much as you can,
Mhm.
and yeah, keep open. I think Renee and Lucinda's perspectives I support as well.
Mhm.
Be
Me
open
too.
and not that keep the frame of open. Your possibilities there rather than saying that I'm going to remove myself from this. Just kind of be open. Things are in transition, and I recognize it. That's why I'm adjusting and adapting my plan to that accordingly, but not shutting that down because there's so much value there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Really is. Uh, okay. So are you complete, Teresa, for this moment? If not, we'll go back to Sharon. We want to welcome Mr. Michael Bird
Hi, Michael.
to hang.
Hi, Mike.
Yes.
That's all I needed to say is hi, Mike, and yes, I'm complete.
Cool. Cool. Thank you, Teresa. Sharon, you wanted to share that idea that you had with us?
Yeah. Um, I've been following Anthony Morrison. He's the one that I originally signed up with and everything, and got disillusioned because of the support and everything with him. But he has what he calls success connections, and so I've been listening to his webinars, and he's had some really good information. But last night he was showing how he does email marketing. That's his specialty, and he had some gigantic spikes. Like he was getting over 3,000 clicks a day on his stuff, and he showed us how he did it. And what he does is he runs a contest, and he's been doing it twice a year for a vacation. and it's for a 3-day vacation, and he uses Destin, Florida. And what he does, if you go on Success Connection Facebook page, I think you can get on and see. But anyway, he has posts, and he posts once or twice a day. And what he recently discovered this week, because he had posted in 20 days left before the winner is announced. And what was going on was that he put the link in there, and because there was a time limit on it, people were clicking on his site like crazy. And he went from, he showed that he got, where he was only getting like 100 or so clicks a day or likes, he jumped up to 3,000. And he said the way that it works is you post on there every single day, and you put pictures up of the destination, and then when it gets close to it, that's when that spike goes. So he said he's going to start doing it every other month and have a vacation, because he doesn't purchase the vacation until the winner is chosen. So he's put out no money, but he's got thousands and thousands of leads from this. And then he gives out a 3-day vacation, and he only pays for the 3 days at the hotel, which includes the tax and the resort fees. There's no food, there's no transportation, there's no sightseeing, nothing. It's just 3 days hotel, and that's it. And people are clicking on his site left and right. Now, I was wondering how he was going to turn those leads into something that could actually be marketable. And it's really slick, because what he does is he collects all these names, and these people have signed up for a free vacation. So that's the common thing. So then he sends out emails, and the first email is, thanks for signing up, hope you win, kind of thing, but I want to get to know a little bit more about you. So what are your interests? So he does this survey, and he's like, is your interest in golf or fishing or marketing or whatever it might be in. So he breaks down these categories of people. So now he's got subgroups, so he knows what people's interests are. He then can go in and find offers for people that are interested in those particular things. I mean, this was so genius, I couldn't even believe the way that he broke this thing down. And so then once he knows what, the different interest groups are, then he can also ask them and go, because he hasn't purchased a vacation yet, he can then go and purchase a hotel that if they like golf, it's next to a golf course. Or if it's, whatever, if they like beaches, it could be next to a beach or whatever. Wine, it could be, next to wineries, whatever. So he zeroes in on what their interests are, and then he finds offers according to their interests, and then he starts emailing, and he segments those lists. So like he had, within 3 days, he had 28,000 emails that he collected. 28,000 because of the spike that he did, because he said there's only 20 days left till the winner's announced. So people are writing in and telling him all these sob stories in their Facebook, because, the other thing is that he tells them to share, they have to share and like, and they have to click on the link. So that's boosting his ranking in Facebook like crazy. And then it's going viral because of the spike of being limited time. People are saying, let me send this to my friend and maybe we can take the vacation together. So, it's absolutely genius. And he said it costs him he's done it 3 times this year, and his output was like $1,800 that it cost him. and he made over $25,000 off of this promotion, these 3 promotions. So the concept of it, I mean, if somebody's interested in it, you can contact me and I'll give you the details a little bit more. But I really wanted to share this concept, and you can do it. You know, you don't have to do it with vacations. If you, he gave some other examples. I can't remember them off the top of my head now. But he said mainly people like to take vacations. He said if people like fishing, they like to take vacations. If they like golfing, they like to take vacations. If they like traveling, they like to take vacations. So that's why he has chosen that particular area, because it is so wide open to appeal to the vast majority of people. So I forgot to share that earlier, and that was one of the things I wanted to explain to everybody and see what you thought about it. But I think it's pretty darn genius. And he said just in the last 3 days, he's had 28,000 new people on his email list because of the site that he just posted. But they have to like and share, and they have to click on his link. Because before, when he was doing the advertisement and he clicked on the link, his likes and shares dropped way down. But because he's got the link, because he's got like and share, and because he has a limited amount of time, then it just spiked way up, and he was getting unbelievable results. I think Aaron's gone.
Great.
Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Michael, we can hear you. Welcome. You
I've
can
been
go
having
in
some
and
trouble.
out. I know.
Thank
Well, I
you.
think Darren's frozen too. So.
Well, thank you for helping me. I appreciate the link. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Glad
It's
you got
great
your
to see
computer.
you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's better than ever now. This is the only thing I've had trouble doing. The computer's like new.
Oh, good.
So I don't
Good.
know. I don't know. I think it may be my computer speed or my internet speed here, because I'm at Mannheim. I'm at the like the biggest auction company that sells cars in the world, and they have a sale going on today, and they have like their internet. Anyone here, or like all the buyers and everyone here, can use their internet, and so I think they boosted up on the sale days, and so I'm using my own internet connection, which is the Sprint connection thing right here, my hotspot. I'm using this, and it's competing with theirs. So I think it may be something like that that's making it go in and out. But it actually turned off a couple times. But I'm here now, and I like what I was hearing. I like what I was hearing. So what was that? Was that the someone doing something with the Instagram?
No,
That was that you were talking about?
It's Anthony Morrison, and it's Success Connection, and so he does webinars every week, and I've been listening to his for about the last 3 weeks. But this is what he was talking about last night, and
okay.
I thought it was pretty genius. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with everybody.
Cool.
So,
All right. So hey, everybody else.
Darren, did you get to hear what I said?
Yes, I did. I wanted to repeat back to you and see if I got it. So what he's doing is he's running a contest for a vacation.
3 days.
With 3 days, a time limit. He's posting on his Facebook about this contest, and in order to twice a day. In order to do that, they enter by liking and sharing
And
clicking the link. Once they're added onto his list,
I think we lost you.
he said,
I think we're losing you, Garen.
strategy, huh?
There, you're back.
Do you hear me?
Now we do.
Yeah, I think that's a really good. Yeah, that's a really great strategy. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if anybody wants more details, I have my notes and stuff, so you can contact me. Call me, and we'll talk. Let me give you my number. Actually, I'll put it in the chat box here.
Cool. Thank you, Sharon. Let's move on to Renee. Renee, what's happened for you this past week? And where are you going forward
I'm
to?
going through, I guess, reevaluation. I'm going to stay with elites because it works for me, because I do get a lot of value out of it. But at this point in time, since everything seems to be in transition, I've started looking at other options because I really need to have income like yesterday. So I finally decided. I saw a different video on Aspire, the digital altitude thing. So I had already signed up under Dave Prosser, but I had not followed through because I was kind of sitting on the fence with it. But I saw a new video that somebody else put out about it, and it made me feel better about following through. So I went ahead and upgraded with them. So I am working on that while waiting for the new funnels to come out with. I guess I don't know if it's Life or whatever it is that they're going to be coming out with HTA. So that's my big focus. I'm still working on my website and my Instagram account. I love Instagram. And I decided to go ahead and I have a lot of material on Instagram that I can rework into my own product, so that's what I will be working on as well. And just continuing to update my website and tweak it and get it to where I want it. So that's pretty much it right now.
And no, you got into the inner circle, I heard.
Oh yes, I forgot. Yeah, I'm in the inner circle, so I'll be happy to share what I'm able to share with y'all. You know, like because I gather we're going to be given assignments and stuff like that. I'll be happy to share what the assignments are in case you want to follow along, because the intent is to hit $1 million by the end of the year. So I understand it's going to be kind of strenuous for some people. I don't know. I'm guessing it will be, you know, challenging for me as well. So if you want to accept the challenge, I'm happy to post it.
If
I
is
would.
the inner circle with HTA?
It's with Vic.
Vic.
Okay.
So what kind of questions did he ask you?
That's what I was going to ask.
He had asked how long have you been working at it? What have I been doing? You know, what is it that I'm promoting? What kind of success have I had? You know, then we covered what my desired income was. You know, because on the question, there's a questionnaire, and on the questionnaire it's like, how much do you want to earn a month? And how much are you earning now overall? So I had put $30,000 a month, you know, and that's my desired income for right now, just to get reestablished in life and everything. But ultimately, you know, $1 million a year sounds very, very good to me. He mentioned that $30,000 a month isn't very much. so it's very doable. He asked me if I had achieved that income before, and I said yes, because I had hit $30,000 a month for a couple of months a few years back. And so it was very exciting. So I know what the feeling is and how exciting it is and what it can do for turning your life around. Because I used some of that money to help buy cars for the kids because they were teenagers and they needed transportation so that they didn't borrow my vehicle and I didn't have to drive them around. So so I know that it's life-changing. So I know 30,000 a month can get me on my feet again. And so I told him that, and he goes, okay, okay. And he had seen me around, so he said that he thought I would do well in the inner circle. So here I am. And I saw that in his live presentations, he had mentioned that he's turned away quite a number of people because he felt like they would not be a good fit for the inner circle. So he's looking for people who are very dedicated, who want to take action, who knows what who knows what it's like to succeed, in some area, and that they know where they're going. Because he's, one of the other questions he asks is about clarity. What kind of vision do you have? What is it that you want to accomplish? So you definitely want to be very clear on your goal. And I think you can still get on his waiting list for the inner circle if you have not already applied, so that when there are openings, then you might be able to get in that way.
Was there an extra fee for that?
No. There's
No.
not an extra fee to be in the inner circle, but I suspect that there will be costs involved in some of the action steps that he wants you to try to take. Because it could be, I don't know what it's going to have to deal with. I will let you know. But it could have to do with buying traffic or attending a particular summit or event. Mindset's going to probably be a big key, I would think.
I would think. Yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah, he's always been a proponent of the mindset, because when I first started following him, he made available to us Les Brown video, a couple of Les Brown videos, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and so forth and so on. So that's where I started really getting into the mindset. I mean, I was always positive and upbeat before, and have a more or less a strong mindset, but I had a lot of things that I had to release. And going through watching all these videos was a huge, tremendous thing for me, because it made me feel stronger, because my self-esteem was low at the time. And I got stronger to the point where I'm like, I can stand on my own 2 feet. And that's when I initiated the divorce, because it was not a good marriage. And I wish I would have done it sooner, but it is what it is. So we all live and learn. And the most important, and I identify the most with Les Brown. I identify with his story tremendously. It touches my heart. There's always some part in his speech that makes me tear up and want to cry, because I feel so close to his message. So, yeah, I'm game for mindset, and I almost went to a Bob Proctor event last month, and so for me that's huge. But I know that there's a lot more that he wants to cover in Inner Circle. So that's the part that I really am anxious to see, because I think what it is we were big into the Project Breakthrough and following the message and what it had to offer, but it's possible that we weren't quite focused on what it is that works, because he, you know, how he mentioned in, I think, the live event, the 98-2 rule, you know, because he said you want to find that, because we're all doing all these little things that may or may not bring in people to help us earn money. And he said you want to identify that 2% of all your action steps that actually are income producing steps. You know, and it's fine to do the 98% here and there, but you want to zone in on that 2%. And I think he's going to be covering that more in the inner circle. So that would be a really great thing to learn, and hopefully I'm able to share with you.
That's awesome, Renee. Congratulations. That's really huge. And I think, you know, with that outcome of $1 million by the end of the year, it's going to take a lot of personal growth, and definitely they've got a strategy to make that happen.
Yeah.
So that's really cool, really cool. And yeah, thanks for sharing your connection with Les Brown. I love Les Brown too, and all good stuff. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate your contribution. Mike, you're up. What's happening?
Well, I'm working, man. I just been working all week and stuff, and didn't have my laptop because it was broken and in the shop. I did have my phone though, so I did some stuff with my phone. You know, not much. I've just been working on trying to figure out what kind of platform I want to use for my new membership site, and I decided to go with Kajabi Next. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about Kajabi Next yet, but it's a new platform that just started. It just started or allowed it, opened it up to the public about 2 months ago. So I've just been doing a lot of work and trying to figure out how I want to lay out my membership site and do it on Kajabi. So you know, I've been going through a lot of changing my plans and figuring out how I wanna do the business itself, and then getting some advice from attorneys on how I should do it and do it the right way, so that I won't have to be worrying about any legal issues, because uh, I want to be in the business of moving lots of vehicles, and what I want to do is enlist the help of all of my colleagues, the people that I work around. And so I've designed a strategy that will allow me to do that by using not like an MLM type of platform to do it, but it'll be like a referral program that I'll use among the members to grow the membership and to refer the work to ourselves and work among ourselves. Right now, we have an issue with brokers. Brokers actually find the work for us, and then what they do is they post the work for us on websites. And so we go to websites to get the business, to get vehicles to haul. So in other words, for example, if you were to go and move across the country or to another state, or if you were to move like 300 miles from your home and you need your vehicles moved, well, you go to what you do typically is you go to Google, and then you ask the question, who can move my car from point A to point B? And then the answer from Google would be a list of brokers. So after you get the list of brokers, you choose a broker, and the broker gives you a quote. If you agree to the quote, then what the broker does is they get a deposit from you, and then they take that deposit and they pocket the deposit, or they put the deposit to the side. And then what they do is they take all the information from you and post it on the internet. And then when they do that, we, the transporters, actually get the information, and then we agree to haul your vehicle. So what the broker does is just act as a middleman between the service providers, which is me and my colleagues, and you, the person needing the service. So what happens is we agree to haul your vehicle, and the broker sets it up so that we get either cash or a check when we complete the job. So the broker has his money up front because he takes his money from the deposit. He gets his share as a deposit, and then we get paid when we deliver your vehicle. That's the normal way of business in our business. So my strategy is to enlist the people who are the service providers, the people who I work with, people who haul cars, and then make them all members. I'd like to do that, make them members of my membership site, and then use that membership to communicate among ourselves within the membership, within the website. And then what we can do is share the work among ourselves, because what we do is we have direct contact with all of the people needing our services. So in other words, like yesterday, I delivered 9 vehicles, brand new Kias, to 7 Kia dealerships. So instead of going into dealership and delivering the vehicles and then just dealing with the PDI guy, who PDI stands for post-delivery inspection, instead of just dealing with the post-delivery inspection person and then just saying see ya and taking off, I can go into the dealership. If I'm under the type of strategy that I'm trying to develop now, if my new strategy would be to deal with the person. After dealing with the PDI person, deal with the person in charge of moving their vehicles from dealership to dealership, from delivering vehicles that they sell that people just have sent to their homes, which they do that, or moving vehicles that are dealer transfers from dealerships to auctions or from auctions to their dealership. I mean, it's a wide open business, and it's a wide open opportunity that people are already spending money in, people with lots of money, and people who do the business, who are the service providers, need this outlet because we don't have any alternatives than what is already offered. So my plan is to offer an opportunity and an alternative that can actually help all of us make more and won't cost us more, because of the fact that the difference between what we'll be making and what we make now is just that amount that the brokers make. And so we'll be able to increase what we make by, taking control somewhat of our own destiny by doing direct business with people who need our services. And so that's what my membership site is all about. Although there is so much more to it, I'd like to also offer products. I'd like to develop products that would be all types of products. And then I'd like to become affiliates of product developers that already offer us products currently. And so that people can order things that we already use, like straps, gloves, special lights, like reflector vests, all types of things associated with our business. I feel that it is the given that I can sell those things as well as an affiliate through my website. So there are opportunities that are that I'm really afraid to go into a lot of detail on this webinar, because there are some hot opportunities available, but that's what I'm excited about. I know I can do this. I know that I can make this happen fairly quickly once I get this Kajabi website up, and I know I can do this, and because of the fact that I've acid tested it for the last like 6 or 7 days. I've explained this to other people in our business, and they all seem to be very receptive of what I'd like to offer. And not only that, there are programs that are already in existence that do this as far as offer us business and we get business from, but they restrict their information only to people who have the authority and the licensing to operate these small businesses. What I'd like to do is offer the ability for members to join who are not authorized to haul the vehicles, people who don't have their own authority. I'd like to offer it to them because they do the same job we do, but they work for other people. In other words, a driver that doesn't have his authority, who doesn't have his own business, who just drives for someone else, has the same power to refer work to those who do have that. So my strategy would include those people as well, because they also have the same ability to contribute as a person who has his own authority, like I do. I run a small business. I have 2 trucks. So the way I see it, it'll be an easy thing to do for me to just include everyone that has a good reputation in our business, people who present themselves well, and that who want to move forward into being a member and being a contributor. So that's what I'm working on now. And I know, Kajabi Next is a new platform, but I've heard so many good things about it that I've decided to stop tinkering with the WordPress website that I've been trying to do, and then just transfer my stuff over and try to get this other platform as my platform and do this thing. And today is actually my day as well. So that is what's happening with me, and I can't explain to you how excited I am to make this thing happen. And I know that it's something that it may be a 6-month challenge. It may be a 3-week challenge. I know that it may not be as easy as I'm explaining it, but that's the basis of what I'm doing right now. And so there it is. That's what I got. That's what I got going on.
I'm very
There it
happy
is.
that you have a strong, clear vision.
What was that, Renee? Say that again.
I said I'm very, very glad you have a strong, clear vision, and you know where you're going now. And I'm very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you.
That
Yeah.
seems awesome, Mike. I could also see this as a phone app that your users could use. So, you can find some really great people on a site called Upwork that
Yes.
have the abilities to create an application for the phone that could work in coordination.
Absolutely. Yes. I've considered all those things. In fact, I've got 2 people in the Philippines already interested in helping me. I know one was going to help me to develop my website, but I couldn't come up with a solid strategy on how to approach this, because I had so many different things going on that it was really confusing. And I know that it was confusing for him to talk to me because I was all over the place. The same way I was when I had the conversation with Sharon, because I was bouncing off the walls, so excited about the fact that I come up with something that I had complete confidence uh, in knowing that it'll work. I know that it will because I'm living it. Yeah, do y'all want to see what I'm doing? Let me show you. Let me show you. Show you what Let me show you. I'm gonna show you where I'm at. All right. This is interesting because I couldn't unplug my computer before, but I can now because it's fixed. Okay. All around, I'm surrounded by the people I work with. See, this is what I do. I'm around cars and people. Y'all see? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is
I
what
know
I'm doing.
individuals who do this, like they drive cars from, Ford dealerships. And in fact, someone was, giving me a recommendation because I know Toyota, I guess, is hiring around here. But you're taking more than one, right, on a big rig?
Yeah, I'm doing 10.
Yeah.
I'm doing 10. This is let me show you my truck. My truck is dirty now because I've been in a lot of rain and stuff, but this is my truck. This is my truck.
It's your
Right
baby.
here. Yeah. This is the truck I drive. And so what I want to do is put this with people, including people that do this. And trust me, there's a lot of money in what I do. But the problem with our business right now is that other people are taking the money.
The
Other people,
dealerships,
the brokers,
the brokers.
the brokers, yes, the brokers are taking the money because they have direct contact with the people who need the work done, and they're getting really greedy. They take more like, for example, if they make contact with you and you need your car hauled, and we find the car online, once we haul the car, then we can talk directly to you. So they may post the car on the internet for say $1,000. Well, by the time I come and bring you your car and meet with you, I might say, hey, they'll say, this is the question I get 100% of the time. They'll say, hey, the next time I want my car hauled, can I just contact you directly? And I'll tell them, sure, and I'll give them a business card. And then they'll say, well, I'll say, well, how much did you pay the broker to contact me for you? And how much did you pay to get your car moved? And they'll say something like, well, I paid $1,000 to get the car moved. Well, and then I'll say, well, the broker paid me $400 or $600. So you see that margin that the broker's getting is somewhere between, I say, the good ones are doing it for 30%, and then the greedy ones are doing it for like same thing I'm doing it for, like 50%. So they're making like what I make. They make what I make. So what I'd like to do is at least give the you know the people in the community of the drivers a larger percentage just by creating a membership site and being able to give them
Cut
that
out that middle.
opportunity to. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm not against them because some of them are very, very good. Some of them only take a fair share. So what I'd like to do for them is offer a done for you option, so that they can actually they'll have an option of using my service and not having to man the phones. Because I'd like to have a group of people that can do all the work for the broker. So the broker can just give us the business and then sit back and just collect the money.
Wow,
That way they won't have to be our adversaries. You see, right now,
that's great.
brokers are just typical people who just want to make money on the side, and some of them have jobs and everything like that, and a lot of them have other responsibilities. So it would be a great option for them to use my business to have a place where they can just, when they find the work, just give it to us, and then we take the work, and they don't have to worry about doing anything. We can just do it, transfer money to them and give them the money up front and just do the work. You know what I mean?
Hey,
We just
Michael,
want to do honest work. Yes.
when
I hope
you're
I'm not talking too
hiring,
much.
you might want to let this group know because somebody in the group might be interested in doing some phone work for you. Because
Absolutely.
we are real reliable people in this group.
Oh, I got something way bigger planned for this group. Remember? I
I
told
love
you
it.
guys a month ago. I got something way bigger planned for this group. I'm talking about some wealth building opportunities. I don't want to just be just doing this for me. I mean, if we're a group, we're gonna get this. We're gonna do this thing. This can be huge. So it's not just me. I'm telling you guys because I'd like to have you included in what I'm doing. I would never explain this. I'm taking a chance on explaining all this, knowing that this is going to go on YouTube. And part of the strategy for doing that is to hold myself accountable and close the window. You see, I'm giving myself way too much time. If I give clues as to this strategy, somebody else can pick up on this and go and run with this. So now it's a foot race. Now I've got to do this. So I'm challenging myself by sharing with you. And I'm also sharing because I made a promise that I'll create something that everybody on this webinar can make some real serious bread doing. And this is my commitment to every one of you. I know that we're all looking for a way, a strategy where we can funnel business. We can create these funnels that we learned about on Project Breakthrough. We can use this stuff. We can use all of that is applicable here in the plan that I have. And everyone here, I want to offer an opportunity to. And when I get this thing going, I want you guys to help me to figure out how you can all sell through this system that I created. So this is not just a me thing at all. It's not just for me. So, I mean, we're talking about an entire country that, and what we're dealing with here are one of the essential needs of families. You need food, clothing, shelter, transportation, medicine, and there are a few more, but transportation is a biggie. So everyone has a vehicle, and most people are moving around, and they need their vehicles moved occasionally. So I know that I have a good business. I know I'm in a hot market. I know what I'm doing, and I know the
Michael?
power of what I'm telling you. Yes.
Michael,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
if I could make a suggestion to you, in listening to you, I have a very good understanding of what your, not your surface why is, but your core why.
Yes.
I would suggest you write down what your core why is, because
Core
that
why.
will help you focus on what you're doing. Your core why, because that is going to be the little step that's going to move you forward.
Absolutely. I picked up my pen because when you told me to get my thoughts down, I did that. I have I have all these thoughts. Look, I came up with months ago I came up with an Uber idea that could apply to this strategy that I'm telling you about, but Uber already caught on. They're already gonna make an Uber app where people can move their vehicles using these trucks, and the same way that you do when you get a ride, your car can get a ride the same way with Uber soon. So they're saying they're going to do it with freight, but freight is cars too. So I know that idea is over.
There's more than one Uber, though. There's more than one type of Uber company. So you can
Yeah, go
develop
to Lyft.
that. And it could be
That's
more
true.
focused on the area that you are, and then eventually expand outwards.
Absolutely.
Don't dismiss that thought.
Yes.
Good
You're
advice, Renee.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Now you've
I've
made the
got.
commitment. You've made the commitment publicly here on Google. So now you need to follow through, take action.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I
Nail it.
promise you I will.
And let us
Promise.
know how we can help you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
let us know.
We're here to support you,
Okay.
so you let us
All right.
know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you all. I appreciate that. Thank you
absolutely.
all.
It's
All right.
exciting. I'm so
It
excited for
is.
you.
I'm like, let's do this. Yeah, man. It is. It is. It really is. But I
Yeah,
promise
it
you,
is.
I'll keep you guys posted. Every week, you guys are holding me accountable, and every week, I'm gonna show up with something new. I won't drag my feet on this because now it's out there. I gotta do this. I
Michael,
really know how important it is. Yes,
you're birthing a baby.
that is true,
You are. You're
and it's
birthing a
fun.
baby.
It, it is so fun too. I've taken over 400 pictures of different trucks because my commitment is to advertise for the drivers individually. So just like you have a Facebook page, I want to create a profile page for each business and then allow them to use that as a tool So yeah, you're absolutely right. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot going on, but it's all part of uh, the same strategy. So I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. I feel good about it. I really do.
So do
Awesome.
we.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
easy to
Thanks a
catch
lot.
your energy. It's wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
My,
so much.
Michael, I sent you a message, and I also posted it in the chat there of another membership site. I don't know if you've heard of that one, but you might want to check it out if you haven't signed up with
Oh,
the other one.
oh, okay,
It's
okay,
right
cool.
there
All
under
right.
my phone number and then the membership site.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you might want to check that one out too.
Yeah. You know, when you mentioned that membarium, membarium, I actually went and I sent them a message, and I've been getting emails from them ever since for the last 2 weeks, and I did go to check out their software that is applicable with WordPress, and I got so confused when it came to linking uh, my domain name to the uh, to the software to the WordPress when I was trying to download it. I got so frustrated I just stopped. But the reason for the problem was my computer needed to have some stuff fixed on it. So I did get my computer back, and it's good as new now. And yeah, I'll give that a second look because I really need to have more than one thing going. I mean, just because I got this one thing and all these ideas for this one thing doesn't mean that I can't diversify my strategy, you know, and do some other stuff. So yeah, that's a good thing, and I appreciate that. I will look at it.
Have you
Okay.
purchased your ticket for the summit yet?
I haven't yet. Um, yeah, I need to. I
Yeah,
want to go
well,
of them.
Lucinda may have a ticket. She's not sure if she's going to be going, and so does Teresa. She may not be going either. So you could get it
Wow.
at a better price. Um,
Okay. All
so
right.
just to let you know that and to help them out as well, if they decide they're not going, you might
Okay.
want to
If
contact them.
okay,
So
I am. I'm down with that. I'll do that. I'll do
good,
that.
good. And that's two tickets for you and Cynthia.
Well,
Okay.
I'm really
Yes.
hoping I can make it. So don't count me
We
out yet.
Okay, good, because we want you there. That's for sure.
Thanks.
That's for sure.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it looks like Garen,
That's great.
you have no sound. Is that correct? Still?
I'm back on.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm back on. I've
Okay.
got to leave short.
Right.
I'll leave. I need to leave shortly, Sharon. So if
Okay.
you could close it out. But yeah, I caught most of your plan, Mike. I think it's brilliant, and you seem to have clarity and a clear strategy on what you want to do, and I think it's brilliant. Go for it, bro. You are the answer.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope I didn't go too long. You know, I'm really excited, so I did kind of chatter on for quite a while,
No,
but you know,
I
this,
understand this idea has probably been brewing in your mind, and you don't have really anybody to share it with. So this is a good venue for you to
you
kind
can
of
tell,
share it. Well,
you can tell, huh?
because you got people that would probably grab that idea and run with it, like you said.
Well, they will.
So I
They will.
understand that you've got to keep it under wraps until you're ready to launch. So it's cool that you have an
Yeah.
outlet here where you feel comfortable and to share your ideas. And thank you for sharing.
Well, I appreciate you guys being receptive, and I thank you for, you know, reading between the lines and understanding what I'm telling you, because a lot of people know nothing about the business I'm in, and so it goes over their head. And but it's okay. Only all I'm saying is that there are people that are offering services to us, but there's no benefit to us. They only use the service to communicate to us through these internet outlets and other websites for their own benefit. And so what I'd like to do is just create a way that collectively all of us can benefit one another as a huge group of members. That's really all it is. And the power in it will come through word of mouth and just the fact that they're looking for this. They are all looking for this. When you start a business and you purchase a truck like this and it's $125,000 and you're out here looking for work and stuff, it's a very scary thing. And especially when you don't have much information at all, and what you get are like just small bits and pieces of information. And so what my website would constitute is a way that people can have completed information that comes from the horse's mouth. And I mean, there are so many strategies built into this where I can just give you one, for example, really quickly. Uh, I'd like to buy information from the drivers themselves. So for example, if they go to like a facility where you don't have a clue as to how to load a vehicle or who to contact or how the property is laid out and where to find them. So some people actually know that they have site maps that the brand, whoever you're getting your load from, they have site maps and information for the drivers that are right there. So when you're there, you can get a site map and have it with you in order to walk to your vehicles, because it's like every place you go has different like parking lot names and different numbers for the spaces. So one idea is that I can pay $10 for a member to email me the site map, so I can sell that site map to everybody else. So they'll actually be sending me the information that I'll actually digitize and make it clearer and just sell it to everyone else through the membership site. So they can go to the membership site then and look up that site map and then click on it and be able to use it whenever they're at any facility that they pertaining to that place that they're at.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Cool.
Yeah.
Our
There's,
broadcast.
there's
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. I'm
So
sorry. I'm done. I've been. I,
cool,
I'm
Mike.
sorry.
It's all no problem. No need to apologize. It's all good. We've got some great information from you. We feel your passion, and we're with you. And I think
Thank
some of
you.
the things that Sharon talked about, Anthony Morrison and the contest to create viral activity of sharing your membership site, something that could be implemented when.
You just froze again, Garen. He's on hold.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. I hear you good.
Okay. Okay. Everybody else is muted. Garen, we lost you again. Garen had some really exciting things to share with us today as well, what he's working on. So hopefully he'll come back on. So I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. Okay.
It's cool.
So
He was giving me a lot of information.
yeah,
What he was saying was really helpful.
he's got some really cool things to share. So hopefully he'll pop back on for what he's doing this week. Does anybody have any questions at this point on what we've talked about today, or have any more comments until Garen gets back on? No? Well, I can tell you, Michael, your enthusiasm is very contagious, because we're all super excited for what you're doing. I think it's fantastic. And oop, here's Karen. Hold on. Just a second. Hello?
Sharon.
Oh, you could talk through the phone.
Really?
You don't want to?
Well, I wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, let me put it on speaker and see if they can hear you. And then you can share it, because I know you have some cool stuff. Hold on. Okay, guys, I am putting the phone. Garen, talk, and we'll see if they can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? How's the sound?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, testing 1, 2, 3. Cool. Well, what I'm doing is readjusting my plan, and looks like I'm coming back to the Hangout. But what's happening is, with result of Project Breakthrough, what I'm doing with that is I'm redoing my video, my review of Project Breakthrough
For my landing page. And
You're back on. You're back on.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So what I'm doing with Project Breakthrough is I'm redoing my review of the video, but I'm going to pre-frame the user differently. We'll see some of the problems that are happening is that people think that it's a bait and switch. Oh, the training's free, but you got to buy these tools, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to pre-frame it and let them know up front that they will have to have some tools like an autoresponder, a funnel builder, a tracking platform. They can use whatever they want. There are some recommendations will be given in the training, but you can choose whatever you want. But the training still is 100% free. So I'm going to redo that with that type of pre-frame. And I'm not sending a whole lot of traffic to it at this time, but I am sending people that I meet in social gatherings and they're interested. I do send them to my website. With regards to what I'm doing now for income generating, I'm putting together a plan and strategy to share some of my wife, Dr. Janet's knowledge. She has a kinesiology simplified home study course that we're revising and we're going to bring to market. But we're going to build a whole platform business around her genius, which is basically natural. She's a natural medicine woman. Anything natural, herbs, supplements, anything. She's amazing. So I'm going to bring that to market. Also, I'm going to create a e-commerce site, affiliate site for things like water filters, sun moisture protein, for example, things that we use and love for health and wellness. So we're going to put together an e-commerce site with different affiliate products for health and wellness that Dr. Janet recommends. That's one of the things I'm doing. I'm also looking to put together a program. I see a big need in the marketplace for offline businesses to move on to the online to market their business. I think Sharon's right on track with this customer acquisition specialist certification to be able to go in and help offline business navigate, for example, Facebook advertising for their business. So recently I went to a Green Business Network a couple of nights ago and the meeting was held at a hemp clothing store in Santa Monica. And I got to talking to the owner, and he needs help with some Facebook advertising, and he's just overwhelmed. That's what I've found out. These offline businesses are overwhelmed. So I see there's a need. So I've been really studying Facebook advertising, digital marketing trainings as well to really beef my knowledge up, and I'll be applying that into the platform or business that I'm building for Dr. Janet. So I'll have some experience. And then this hemp store owner is interested in running some Facebook ads, so we may be getting together. But what it initiated me to do is to put together a program, a product that I could help offline businesses get an understanding of how to market online, how to set up their Facebook advertising, how to find their interest, how to identify their ideal customer, all these kinds of things, and put it together into a product that I will sell to these offline businesses and then come in as a consultant. The idea is you can do it yourself, we can do it together, or I can do it for you. Give them options, but my whole thing is to empower them. And like when I left the hemp store owner, he says, I want you to teach me how to fish. And I said, I can do that. So he liked the option of being empowered himself. So this is kind of the avenues I'm going at. And then when Entra Funnels launches in June, then I'll be working at driving some traffic to those funnels at that point. So that's where I'm at right now, and I think that's it in a nutshell. I had some things, some trainings that I was on this past week that I wanted to share with you, but I think I'll save that for next time, since we're ready to close out here, and I've got an appointment at 11 o'clock. So I'm done with my end. So all is good. Thank you all very much for showing up and contributing, and make it a great week wherever you are on this amazing planet. Peace and blessings.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you, Garen. Hey, Garen, where are you?
Southern California.
Oh, okay. Cool. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
man. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I think we're done unless anybody else has anything. Are we good?
We're good.
Okay, well, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Everybody keep supporting each other, and if there's anything any of us can do to help each other, all we have to do is contact each other, and I know everybody in this group is here to help not only yourselves, but the others as well. So that sounds good. We'll have a good week and see you next Friday. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Take care, everybody. Take care. See you, Renee.